Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Tricia Swenson on this Tuesday, the 21st of September, the last day of summer. Tomorrow we start the autumnal equinox, and the daylight hours, wow, they've been getting shorter. And the autumnal equinox basically means when your daylight hours are pretty similar to your nighttime hours, your darkness. And we're seeing that quite a bit with our sunsets right around 7:04, 7:05, and our sunsets right around 6:50, 6:50 something. Not quite exactly 12 hours apart, but pretty close. So if you're up early this morning, you felt that chill in the air. A couple of different reports saying it was about 28, some saying about 31 up on Vail Pass, reports of 24 degrees. So a freeze warning is actually in effect until 9 a.m. today. So hopefully you brought some of those flowers in last night or protected the garden, maybe with a sheet or a blanket or even just a towel can do wonders. But hey, today in the show, we've got a lot of things going on. We'll have our editor of the Vail Daily, Nate Peterson, join us. He's going to talk about the Longevity Project. It's been a series that the Vail Daily has been putting together along with our sister publications in Summit County and over in Aspen and Glenwood Springs. And we've got a speaker coming this Thursday that we'll let you know more about. And then we're also going to give you some updates on the Eagle County Regional Airport. Have you seen the expansion? I just had a chance to go in there last week, and it was just amazing. So we thought it was super cool to be able to go into the airport and see what they're doing at EGE. And then Kathy Pike, she's going to call in. She's the author of Life Lessons from the Heart of Horses. And she's going to talk about the importance that people have under the intelligence of horses and the impact it has on humans. And then Charli's going to be visiting Walking Mountain Science Center, and she'll be checking in with Todd Winslow Pierce about the big art exhibit, the photography exhibit they have outside. So we're going to give you all those details and let you know about this wonderful photography from our backyard. And then we'll give you details on weather, headlines, and so much more. So stay with us here on Vail Daily Live, and let's check in with Charli. I think she's ready to go. And it's cold out there, Charli. Oh, you've got the mittens on today.
Yes, Tricia, we always joke we have our whole wardrobe in our car, so I keep running back and getting more layers. I've got my neck warmer, I'm ready for ski season in my car, but it's still beautiful. Yes, it's chilly. It's about 28 degrees up here. I'm at the Walking Mountain Science Center, just in Avon at the back of the medical center. It's gorgeous. I mean, the colors, the leaves are changing. It's beautiful, and the sun is rising behind me, so the cold doesn't keep you away, just wrap it warm. But we'll be talking with some photographers later on and showing you some gorgeous displays that they have here at Walking Mountain Science Center. So be sure to check back with us later.
Okay, I love we could see the green kind of close to you, and then across the valley, a little bit of that aspen. And Charli, I was over biking Bellacre Ridge last night, looking up valley, and there's still a lot of green. I don't know if we'll reach our peak this weekend, or maybe it'll be middle of next week, but there's still some green out there that I'm noticing.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's just gradually starting, so I feel like it's a slow start to fall, but I'm okay with that. And then we'll so appreciate it when it arrives. And then before we know it, the snow will be here. So
Yeah.
it's going to be great.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to give you your first weather of the day. So this one is brought to you by Carrots, creating heirlooms for the past 50 years. Dan Talene and his crew do a beautiful job in their working artist studio right there in Vail Village, 2 doors down from Latour, across from the western edge of the Vail parking structure. Weather today, well, it is going to get just maybe a few degrees warmer than yesterday. A cool start to the morning, though. We're going to see highs only in the 20s as we wake up. If the kids are catching the bus this morning, wow, maybe make them wear a scarf or something so they don't freeze while they're waiting for the bus. But for today, plenty of sunshine all day long, and we're going to see temperatures rise into the 60s and 70s, kind of depending on where you're at. Higher elevations will be a bit cooler, but we'll see the sunshine all day long, and that sunshine is going to stick with us all week long as well. So our temperatures will reach a little bit higher into the Wednesday. and then stay right around that upper 60s, low 70s as we go through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And look at that, really not a chance of rain. So plan the outdoor activities. This is oftentimes a good time where people like to do 14ers, climb huge mountains. It's cold in the mornings, but you don't have that threat of those thunderstorms that can really impede your travel when you're traveling up to that elevation, 13,000, 14,000. So if you want to bag a 14er, September is a good time to do it when the weather is this nice. So once again, this weather is brought to you by Carrots. We're going to take it to a break. When we come back, we're going to give you details on headlines and a lot more.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Time now to find out what made headlines in your Vail Daily. Want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Roasters for keeping us fueled and keeping us warm this morning. You're going to want to wake up to a nice cup of tea or some coffee today. Hey, you could stop by. They have 2 locations, one in Minturn on your way if you're on Highway 6 and 24. It's off to the left, across kind of from the Cross Mountain Trail area, or their newest location. They just opened last November. That's up at Beaver Creek where the old Starbucks was near the lift ticket office. But here's what made headlines for Tuesday, the 21st of September. A potlucky streak. The Vail Social Potluck drew a good crowd Monday in Vail Village. The event brings people of the community together for food and drink, with people bringing a variety of food to share. So we didn't get to do it last year. I'm glad this event is back. So fun. And hopefully we'll see this tradition that used to be held in the 70s continue for years to come. But headlines for today. No shot, no soup at Vail. Vail resorts to require proof of vaccination for guests at cafeterias, along with all workers, but says it's scrapping reservations. More on this on page A3. Also in today's paper, the greatest mistake of my life. Suicide survivor and mental health advocate Kevin Hines to share his experience at an annual Longevity Project event that we're putting on at the Vail Daily and our sister publications. You can read his incredible story on page A2 in today's paper. Also in today's news, Governor Polis announces a $275 million investment in early childhood sector. That's good news for all the kids out there. More on that on page A4. And in Cops and Crimes, Texas man is arrested after fleeing Avon crash. Learn more of this on page A9. And if you want to see your friends and your pets, check it out on Vail Live. You can always submit your photos on Instagram using hashtag Vail Live. We'd love to see them, see what you're up to, see what your pets, your kids, what you're having for lunch. Looks like there's a puppuccino going on with some doggy enjoying some whipped cream out of that Lavazza cup there. But all these stories can be found in today's paper. Grab your free copy, newspapers dispensers from East Vail all the way down to Gypsum and Dotsero, or go online. You can find these stories and more on vaildaily.com. And don't forget to sign up for our alerts, whether you want to hear about breaking news, hear about entertainment, sports. You can sign up for different newsletters on the website as well. Vail Daily, bringing communities together. Right now, we're going to take it out to Ruggs Benedict. Charli had a chance to stop by, talk to Mandy, talk about all things flooring. Here's more.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Charli Kennedy, your host for Vail Daily Live, and I'm here at Ruggs Benedict here in Avon. And thank you so much, Mindy Benedict, for joining us. Tell us a little bit about your store here in Avon. So how did Ruggs Benedict come about?
Well, my parents actually started Ruggs Benedict almost 50 years ago now.
Oh my goodness. And you have a huge variety, tremendous selection here in store. I mean, the warehouse is just breathtaking. And it's 12,000 square foot?
Yes, we have just about 12,000 square feet of showroom space here, so we carry everything that goes on the floor.
Wow, I mean, the flooring down here, the rugs, you have it all. I mean, to create a beautiful office space, rental, mountain home, I mean, you have it all, right?
Yes, our focus is variety and really being able to serve the community in whatever their needs are for their space.
Absolutely amazing. And so you really strive on your customer experience and really getting those lifetime customers, is that correct?
Absolutely. We have all employee installers and a lifetime installation warranty. So we get constant phone calls and constant reviews of people just being blown away by what craftsmen they are and how skilled they are, as well as our in-house flooring design team, so they can help you or help your interior designer find the perfect piece that fits your budget.
And so I'm sure with having your in-house installers, it really adds to the quickness of having these projects developed within their home. You know, you don't have to wait for shipping time. So tell us a bit about that, and does it contribute to your amazing customer service?
It definitely does, because they actually show up. People in the Valley tell me all the time, wow, you guys always show up when you say you're going to show up. So they're very reliable, do extraordinary work when they're in your home. And people are like, I just feel safe because I have, people that you actually know. It's not some random person from, the city driving up for the day to be in my home.
I mean, I just walk into this store. It's like browsing for clothes. There's rails and rails of rugs and carpets. I mean, show us a bit about the rugs you have here and the different floorings that you have.
Absolutely. So these are just some of the 2x3 samples that we have. And these are hand knotted wool, and a few with wool and silk in them. And you can get them in a variety of different sizes, and then we can also change those sizes as well. So if you want something custom inside your round room, or you have a rounded staircase, we do that all the time, where you can really change the space through these beautiful area rugs.
This is why I'm sure you have hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews from your wonderful customers, and you've been serving the Valley for over 50 years.
Yes, it's just about 50 years now that we've been here, so we know what products work, how to install them, what's important with radiant heat, what's going to hold up to the harsh mountain environment. So
wow. And so we can come in the store. What hours, what days?
We're here Monday through Saturday,
Okay.
9 to 5:30.
Wonderful. And the clients can come in, they can take a browse, they can have consultations with you guys.
Absolutely. And these rugs, they can take home and look at them. We have a ton of samples they can take home and look at in their space as well.
That is just fantastic. Well, here with Mindy Benedict at Ruggs Benedict here in Avon, come on down any day of the week for your consultation and work with these fabulous guys. So come on down and check it out.
Well, Charli is a busy gal today, just up the road from Ruggs Benedict, or just down the street from Ruggs Benedict. She is hanging out at Walking Mountains right now. We're going to be talking to Todd Winslow Pierce about this outdoor photography exhibit that they have going on for the next several weeks. But we're going to check in with her right now and find out how chilly it is. Charli, looking at the temperatures around the valley, I'm seeing 30 in Edwards, 32 in Eagle Vail and Avon. So it's definitely chilly. I think it was 24 up on Vail Pass today, and there was a freeze warning in effect till 9 a.m. So what can we expect later on today?
Well, yeah, I believe the freeze warning, it's definitely chilly. I mean, we're just slightly up here at the hill at Walking Mountains Science Center in Avon behind the medical center, and it's about 28 degrees. and I'm feeling it. But the sunshine is there and it's feeling quite nice. I'm sure it'll feel warmer as the sun hits our face. But we are looking at, as you said, Tricia, Vail 32, Avon 32, Edwards 28, Eagle 30. So I would definitely start your day with a really warm jacket, maybe some mittens. It's helping me. But for today, we can expect partly cloudy skies, but lots of sunshine. So that's always
Refresh.
great. About a 55% chance of showers.
Hey, Charli.
And a high of low 60s, depending on your location throughout the day. And tonight, you can expect some clear skies, overnight lows of around 28 degrees. An outlook for the rest of the week, mostly sunny and blue skies, and highs of high 60s, lows of low 30s. And this weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings.
All right. Thanks so much, Charli, for that weather report. So we are going to see a lot of sunshine today. It's going to warm up into the 60s at least, which for some people, they don't think that's that warm. It's a little cold if you're on your bike, especially when you're coming in right around sunset. Did you see the moon last night? It's just amazing to look out and see kind of some of the different things that are going on with the night sky right now. In fact, right after sunset, Venus and Mars are now viewable in the western sky. Just shortly after the sun goes down, you can see that. So it's kind of a neat phenomenon to be able to check out the planets right now out there. But thank you to the outlets at Silverthorne for that weather. We've got a lot more coming up. We're going to talk about the longevity project happening right here in our county, actually happening all over. We're going to be sharing this project with our sister news publications, Summit Daily, over at Aspen, Glenwood. They've all contributed to the longevity project in their own ways, in their own communities. And this has been a weekly series. Our last in this weekly series will be this Friday, talking about mental health, which is such a hot topic in the area. So we'll be giving you some details about that. But are we going to take it to a break? All right, we're going to take to a break. When we come back, we're going to check in with the Eagle County Regional Airport.
Have you ever felt rug love? Shop at Ruggs Benedict and find the rug you love for any room in your home. Our selection of imported, handmade rugs is unmatched, with over 1,000 beautiful area rugs in stock. You can find rugs to fit any room at any budget. Ruggs Benedict in Avon has been serving the Vail Valley since 1972. Finding beautiful new area rugs has never been this easy and affordable. Because at Ruggs Benedict, we know rugs.
Slifer Smith & Frampton, the #1 real estate company in the Vail Valley, with nearly $1.5 billion sold so far this year. Little Brave Lodge is already under contract and set to become the highest priced sale in Bachelor Gulch history. This Creekside estate in Vail just hit the market with more than 7,000 square feet, just minutes from Vail Village. Or this newly renovated 5-bedroom home on Beaver Creek Mountain gives you ski in, ski out access. See them all at vailrealestate.com.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Nap Harvest is your marketplace for locally produced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, eggs, dairy, breads, flours, nap nectars, and more. It's harvest time, and that means Hotchkiss tomatoes, Olathe sweet corn, and Paonia peaches. We also have a full bounty of mushrooms, such as blue oysters, king trumpets, lion's mane, and chestnuts. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch. Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Joining me now, we have Nate Peterson. He's our editor at the Vail Daily. And Nate, we've got a big event coming up later this week, and it's all part of this longevity series that we've been doing for several weeks now. It'll wrap up this Friday with our columns, but we have a speaker on Thursday and a panel. And we've got a lot going on this Thursday.
Yes. So this longevity series is across our chain of newspapers. This year, the topic we chose was behavioral health. which is an important issue here in our mountain communities. This event Thursday, we've moved it to a virtual event, just for the safety of our community. I think that's a smart move. The speaker is a pretty dynamic speaker. He's Kevin Hines. He is a suicide attempt survivor. He's one of less than 40 people who survived a jump off the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. And he's got a powerful message to deliver to our community. He's got a movie that was screened earlier as part of a Speak Up, Reach Out event. And this panel will include, I'll be moderating. It'll be me, Chris Lindley, who's the Executive Director of Eagle Valley Behavioral Health, Casey Wolfington. We've got Avon Police Chief Greg Daly. Casey Wolfington is like the lead behavioral health, person over there at Eagle Valley Behavioral Health. And then Aaron Ivey with Speak Up, Reach Out.
Yeah, I know. The panel looks amazing that you're getting all these people together and just to talk about this. And Kevin Hines, what an amazing story. And this is in today's Vail Daily, by the way, on page A2. You can read more about this. And, he says the millisecond that my hands left the bridge, I knew I'd made a mistake. And it's amazing that over 20 years later, this was in 2000, he has made it his mission to spread this message around the world.
This is a movement. He started speaking about it, and the first time he spoke at a middle school was pretty raw. But these kids wrote him letters thanking him for what he'd wrote, and he realized the power in that message. And so with this, these are some difficult topics to talk about. There is an age requirement for this panel and speaker event. We're asking parents, keep it to kids 13 and up.
Okay.
But we really believe in the message of talking about these things, moving past the stigma of these topics, which are difficult topics to talk about. I think the more we talk about it, the more we get it out in the open, the more we deal with mental health, substance abuse, in the way we talk about other things like how is your knee rehab going, or getting over a cold, those sorts of things. That's important in our community to move forward on these issues and to come to a better spot.
Yeah, definitely. And in our series will conclude this Friday. So we've been covering lots of different topics on the Fridays, just under this umbrella of longevity and just, living well and living well mentally as well as physically.
So we started off talking about the difficult topic of death by suicide. We've looked at resources and how we've really built up this infrastructure in this valley over the last 5 years to change the numbers there on people who are in crisis or people that are dealing with things like substance abuse issues. We did a long look at the issues that law enforcement people face, whether it's going out on calls or the trauma they bring home with them. This next look will be, we've also done the substance abuse part about party culture in a party town or transient stuff. And then this last one will be looking at our youth, written by Ali Longwell, who is our schools reporter. There's also been breakouts throughout the series. There's been columns written by myself and Sean, Naylor, our assistant editor. So it's been a pretty dynamic series. And also this week, we will be sharing some stories that community members share with us. Some of those will be anonymous, but like I said, there's power in those messages as well, of people bringing these things out into the open and some of their personal journeys.
All right. Well, I think it's such a great idea that, we can do this and we can use our platform to reach the public and everything. And we can check out if we missed a few of the stories within the series. It's all online.
Yes. So if you just go to vaildaily.com/longevity, it's all there. And there's even the old longevity series. We've done this year after year. So, if you want to go back and look at stories we've done on why Eagle County and Summit County are blue zones, like why people live longer here, or things like last year's series dealt with people being healthier and more active longer through advances in science or orthopedics. So it's all in there if you want to go check out the Longevity Hub, and a lot of stuff in there for you to enjoy.
Okay, perfect. So if you want to sign up for this, it'll be virtual, 5:30 to 7:30 this Thursday, September 23rd. And you can go to vaildaily.com/longevity to get the details and get the link for this event. Well, thank you so much. I know, Nate, you guys have been working hard on this, and great job just, getting the word out and once again, kind of destigmatizing this incredibly important topic of mental health in our area. All right. I think we're going to take it to airport. All right. We're going to learn a little bit about the Eagle County Regional Airport. I had a chance to check in with our director. Here's more. All right, we are at the Eagle County Regional Airport talking to David Reid. He's the Director of Aviation at this wonderful amenity that we have here in Eagle County. And it's so great that we have an airport that flies us right into the Vail and Beaver Creek areas and the surrounding resorts.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for. We're here for this community.
Okay, and you know what? You guys have become more and more popular during the summer with all your summertime flights because the secrets are out. Vail and Beaver Creek, they're a great place to be in the summertime, especially when you think about the heat, the humidity from other places in the nation. And you added a couple flights this summer.
We did. We have had an amazingly busy summer this summer, the busiest we've ever had. And I think the pandemic and COVID really just kind of taught people, minded people, they want to be in the mountains and at the beaches and at destinations. And so we added Chicago direct service for the first time this summer with American. And we had Atlanta service direct with Delta all summer long. It started early June and went through Labor Day. And we had the busiest summer ever.
Okay.
So very excited.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And then we're rolling into winter. And that's kind of where this all began, you know, making it easier for people to get to the mountains. You know, DIA can be a little bit of a haul. You're going over a couple mountain passes.
We agree.
But if you can fly right in here, it's so convenient. So who's going to be flying this winter?
Absolutely. And why drive a couple hours either way when you can just, you know, fly from your local airport? So, yeah, this winter we're going to have 13 nonstop destinations just like last year. And 3 major airlines like last year, American, United, and Delta, will be servicing the airport this year.
Okay.
And you're going to test me, but the 13 destinations, I'm going to count on my fingers here. You've got San Francisco, LA, Phoenix, Denver, Dallas, Houston, Chicago, Atlanta, Miami, Newark, JFK, LaGuardia, and Philadelphia.
You got them all.
I got them.
Oh my gosh.
keep
And
my
you
job.
think about those areas, if you can't get to those major metropolitan areas to get here, I don't know. Because,
Absolutely.
you know, you got some great connections coming through. And to fly direct, you know, it's just so nice to be able to have that convenience. You're here within a couple hours. Sometimes you can land in the morning and be skiing a few runs before they close the lifts down.
Absolutely. You're worth that time savings.
Yeah.
So you can be right here in the valley and at the resorts in no time. So
Yes, and it's so pretty to see the expansion of the airport. You can't quite tell where we're standing, but just what we saw earlier, just so beautiful to fly in and out of here, and just so convenient and cozy. I love the rocking chairs you have in there.
It's a great environment. If you haven't been here, please check us out. Check out your local airport. But very convenient, very nice, updated, modern facility.
Okay, and if we want a website to kind of check in on what you guys are doing and who's flying in and out.
We are flyvail.com if you want to check out our schedules and the latest information here at the airport.
Okay, thanks so much.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For, is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, breathtaking view, and discovery. Where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories. Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Flowers are fighters. That's why the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of them. Because flowers find a way to break through. Just like we will. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. We just saw that little commercial about the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and that is happening this Saturday. 8:30 is when registration opens. It'll be down at Brush Creek Park. You're going to do about a little less than 2 mile walk around the park. They'll have a quick little opening ceremony, the Promise Flowers ceremony, talking about why we're walking. We're, of course, walking for a cure. And the walk will commence immediately after that ceremony. So bring your friends, head on out. You can sign up. It's free to just register to walk. act.alz.org/Vail Valley Walk. And you can get out there and join us. I'll be out there with my team, Tricia's Truckers. So learn more about the Walk to End Alzheimer's. It's amazing just what the impact is of Alzheimer's on our community. In fact, some Alzheimer's facts and figures, more than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease, and deaths from Alzheimer's have increased 145% since 2000. So it is a pretty big deal. And if you want to learn more, just head to the website to learn more for that. But all right, we're going to do weather real quick, give you an idea of what's happening with our forecast. Temperature wise, we are still in the low 30s right now. So here's what we have going on. We've got some very cool temperatures this morning: 32 in Eagle, 34 in Vail, and 32 in Avon and Edwards right now. And temperatures will reach into the 60s and 70s later on through the day. Plenty of sunshine, not only for today, but the next couple of days. So you'll be able to, at least have the sunshine, but it is going to be on the cooler side. If you are going out for a hike or a bike ride, just think about that when you're going to be maybe biking to work. Tomorrow, it's bike to work day tomorrow. So that's a look at your weather. Thanks to Betteridge for this weather report. Fine jewelry and watches, great service since 1897. All right, we're going to take it down over to Kathy Pike. She is standing by on the phone, literally, I guess on the video is what we say these days. Kathy, thanks for joining us. You are the author of Life Lessons from the Heart of Horses, and you're going to be speaking tonight at the Bookworm. So we want to thank you so much for coming in today and giving us a little preview of what we can expect this evening. Good to see you.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
Okay, so the life lessons from the heart of horses. Give us a little history of what inspired you to actually write this book.
Yeah, what inspired me the most is for the last 20 years, I've been exploring how horses can help to heal the human heart, help people with their leadership skills, help people become really and have more self-awareness. So in the last 20 years, I've seen more and more emerging from the work, and I wanted to provide a book that would show how one section is about the healing power of horses, another section about my wild Mustang that I adopted, another section is about the herd dynamics and what we can learn from herd dynamics, and the last section is about the emerging field of equine facilitated learning, or what I call coaching with horses. So it's a beautiful book of lots of stories in all those different areas. And I wanted people to be inspired to connect with horses differently.
Well, and I think that's one thing we're learning way more about, the equine therapy and different ways that they connect with children, they connect with adults. And, who knew? I wanted a horse as a kid and asked my dad every day, can I get one? I never got one. But, they're not just beautiful animals. They really are teachers and, are laying down things that we need to learn. So, wow, why not utilize this great therapy? And your wild Mustang, let's see if we can bring that picture up again, Rachel. That was the horse with the numbers, on its little rump.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he was deemed untrainable and unrideable by the Bureau of Land Management, and I ended up getting him in a very circular way, whatever. And he's been with me for a long time now. He's helped thousands of people. And tonight I'm going to show a slideshow and share some stories about him and how potent he is as a teacher. Mm-hmm. And he's different than domesticated horses. All horses are not the same. These wild horses are very special, very unique beings.
Okay. Now, tell us a little bit about some of the feedback you've received from people that have participated in your programs or have learned these life lessons. What are some examples?
Yeah. So I've been doing my programs for about 20 years, and I can't say that anybody has come and not had powerful lessons from the horses, no matter which horse that they work with. I have 4 different horses. Sometimes I've had up to 6. So I have people from all over the world come and work with me, and it's really ironic. Usually I'll have 20% US people and the rest are from someplace else in the world. The horses tend to bring to the surface whatever somebody is unaware of that's preventing them from moving into their next level of awareness or connection with others, relationship building, boundaries. There's all these different ways that the horses help people to see themselves better. And the horses are just being who they are. We don't train horses on how to do this. It's their natural way of being in the world. It's their natural way of communicating. When you go into an area with a horse, you're kind of joining into a herd situation with them. And so then you get to explore what's gonna play out in this relationship. And it's a two-way conversation, right? This is the big difference. Like, the traditional horsemanship was this horse has to be well trained. He's going to carry weight for me. He's going to do things for me. And that's still true in the world. And we do have to have good trained horses if we want to mount them. But there's this whole other spectrum of how to interface and be with horses that's emerging rapidly. And that's about being on the ground with them and really listening to them and what they have to say and receiving their wisdom and receiving their presence and getting into the time and space with them. This is a big thing that I have people do, is get super present, which, is so difficult in our world today, right?
Yes, exactly. Wow. Well, it's just so, and you work out of the Front Range, right?
I
So
work out of the Front Range. I travel all over the world. To be honest with you, I would love to return to the mountains. I used to live in Carbondale, so some of these stories, all the stories of my Mustang are actually from Carbondale. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I miss the mountains so much. I'm up in Breck right now. It's so beautiful here.
Okay. Oh, good. Well, we're glad that you can have a little slice of this today, and we'll have great weather for your travels over here for your event. So 6 p.m. this evening, it's just $10. You'll have the book there. The books will be signed. You'll have the slideshow. So this is just a really neat thing, just to have the opportunity to hear the stories from you and what life lessons you've experienced and what you can share with us. This is great.
Yeah.
And
And
if you
it's for everybody who loves animals. It's not for somebody who trains horses. It's anybody who loves nature and animals. This will speak to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. And if we want to follow you beyond tonight, do you have a website or any social
My
media we should know
website
about?
is www.coachingwithhorses.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Kathy Pike, or Kathy Pike coachingwithhorses.com. Either of those phrases will get you to where I am, because I'm kind of all over the internet.
Okay. All right, perfect. Well, we are excited to have Kathy come over to Eagle County. She's in Breckenridge right now. She'll be at the bookworm this evening, 6 p.m. for the book signing and the talk, the slideshow as well. Learn about what the life lessons you can learn from the heart of horses from her new book. We'll be right back. We've got more Vail Daily Live coming your way.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
We are back. Want to let you know what the fish are biting on. I bet you they're a little cold today. Our temperatures into the 20s and 30s, depending on where you're at. But the fish, they're there year round. We actually fly fish year round as well. We don't really have our rivers freeze like you might find in other areas of the nation. So get on out there, and the cooler nights, they've been great for the conditions, especially on the Eagle River. The water is low, so there's really no need to wade in too deep. And if you want to work on flies for the Eagle River, Parachute Adams are doing well right now. So are blue-winged olives, and that's what's working on the surface. Brown trout, they're in pre-spawn mode, and they're feeding more aggressively at this time. Now, over on the Colorado River, it's in good shape. There's plenty of water, and the float fishing from the boat is the best right now. And this is a really good time to see the fall change of colors, and you can experience Colorado in a different way by boat. Now, Fly Fishing Outfitters, locally owned, Orvis endorsed since 1992, they will take you out on the Eagle River, Colorado River, whether it's a float or a wade trip. They can also get you over to the Roaring Fork, the Frying Pan, which is one of my favorite rivers in the area, and then the Blue River over in the Silverthorne area, Summit County. They have permits to go to all these different regions, and it's great to go with the guides because they know they're in it every day. They know what the fish are biting on, what little tricks of the trade, some of their favorite fishing holes. So contact Fly Fishing Outfitters for more details. John Packer and the crew, they can be found at 970-845-9090 or flyfishingoutfitters.net. Now, a few of the things that are going on this week, it is Bike to Work Day tomorrow. We usually do this in June, but we're doing it right now, tomorrow, the first day of fall. We'll be having Bike to Work Day. So there's a couple different places where they'll have little stations, whether you need to get a refreshment or a little bite to eat. At Vail, the Mayor's Park, in West Vail, Donovan Park, Dow Junction, the Main Trail Bridge, in Minturn, right in the corner of Highway 24 and Main Street, Avon, Highway 6 roundabout, and the north side of I-70, High Gear Cyclery, and then Edwards Riverwalk Fieldhouse, so the Weckmerd Fieldhouse right there, and the Kind Bikes and Skis in Riverwalk. And then down in Eagle, Town Hall on Broadway, Boneyard Restaurant, and then Gypsum Valley Road near the library. So get yourself into the saddle. If you go to work early, if you need to be there by about 7 or 8, depending on how long your commute is, you might need the headlamp on the bike for that. And then we also have a few things going on with Walking Mountains Science, the science behind this is going to be a pickling event. What are you going to do with all that produce that you grew now that we are seeing some freeze? We have a freeze warning until 9 a.m. today. Well, pickling and canning and those sort of things are a great way to preserve the bounty for the upcoming winter. I remember my grandma used to always can tomatoes and can pickles and do a lot of that. So you can learn about that at Walking Mountains, and that is going to be out on Wednesday night, the Science Behind series. And then the legacy of Jim Huga, we're going to be celebrating that at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. So it's Jimmy Huga's birthday on the 22nd. So they're going to have a special screening of Can Do, the legacy of Jimmy Huga. And then after that, we're going to have a Q&A with Mike Marold following the film. So this will be 5:15 to 7:15 at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. So pretty cool that we're having this and to honor the Olympic bronze medalist, Jimmy Huga. He was right behind Billy Kidd. Billy Kidd got silver. This was in the 1964 Olympics. So if you like history, ski history, go to the Ski Museum's website to learn more about this. And what was that, Rachel? Okay, let's take it outside. Let's find out what's happening today. It is chilly. It was about 24 degrees up on Vail Pass. Look at Charli. Charli's all bundled up. She's got her gloves, her mittens on, actually. All right, you guys are a little fuzzy. Maybe we should have you guys refresh. Okay, we're going to have you guys refresh because they're at Walking Mountains, and we want to make sure we get a good signal out there. But here's a look at what we're experiencing with the weather. So this weather is brought to you by Live Sotheby's, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Live the life you love. Contact one of their broker professionals to help you find a beautiful place in your slice of heaven in the Vail Valley. Temperature-wise for today, we're going to reach into the 60s, maybe the 70s down valley, but plenty of sunshine. So it'll slowly warm up. We're down in the 20s and 30s right now. And then we'll drop back down to that temperature range overnight. And then more of the same for your Wednesday, all the way as far as the eye can see. We're looking at great sunshine through Saturday. And then we'll see temperatures into the 70s and dropping back down into the 30s. So quite a big temperature swing. I always call it Put your heater on in the morning, air conditioning by the afternoon. You'll need the jacket today. If the kids are going out to the bus, you'll definitely need that. So that's what we're experiencing. Thank you to Liv Sotheby's for this weather report this morning. All right. Now what next, Rachel? Okay. All right, let's talk about Beaver Creek events going on. We do have one more movie happening with their movie Into the Stars. This is going to be on Friday night from 7 to 9 p.m. You can grab lunch if you want to over at, or grab dinner like Blue Moose or Coyote Cafe. Bring it down to the theater that they have, just a little outdoor screen, and then bring your blankets and enjoy Angels in the Outfield. That'll be the movie that'll be happening this Friday night as part of Beaver Creek's events. And then don't forget, we have one more Zusammen. This is a German word that means to gather and to come together with food and friends and music. So that'll be happening throughout the afternoon and early evening at Beaver Creek this weekend. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think we got the Brent Gordon Trio that'll be playing this weekend. So we expect a good crowd out for that. He's a local performer, saxophonist. He plays a mean Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So we definitely love that. So you can find out more about what's going on at Beaver Creek. Don't forget the lifts are open this Saturday and Sunday for one more weekend, the last weekend. And then they've got the biking trails, village to village trails, great to do this time of year. They have guided hikes still going on. And they also have their 4x4 Jeep tours that are happening that'll bring you all the way up to elevations like Patrol Headquarters, which is at 11,440 feet above sea level. They won't be doing the wine excursions that used to accompany the 4x4 trip. They've wrapped that up. They wrapped it up last weekend. I just called the hiking center yesterday and they said, nope, we're done with that. So unfortunately you missed out on that. But if you want to do that next year, put it on your calendar because it definitely is a lot of fun. You go down to Vino's Cabin and from there you're able to try samples of just great morsels of, maybe it's cheeses, honeycomb honey on house-made breads with great wine. So that's a couple of things you can look forward to up at Beaver Creek, beavercreek.com for more details. All right, let's do a dine and drink. Let's find out what. Okay, we're going to do sweet pea and herb hummus with dine and drink. We're going to put a spin on classic hummus. Joining me now, we have Allie Stevens. She's with Season to Taste. And instead of the regular ingredients, we're going to go with a lot of green ingredients. Tell us about this and how you're switching it up.
Right. It's just nice and fresh. It gets away from the beans and the tahini, so it keeps it light and fresh, and you can use all the beautiful bounty of herbs and fresh vegetables that are coming out right now.
Okay. What's interesting is we're using peas then kind of instead of the garbanzo bean.
Exactly. So peas and the arugula and then some beautiful nice fresh herbs. These all came from my garden. So we've got an array of different herbs that we'll put in there today. And then miso paste instead of your tahini and a little bit of olive oil just to bind it together.
Okay, perfect. All right. And what about the peas? Do we have to have those from the garden or
so you can hold them all or you can just get frozen peas. They're picked and frozen right at their peak. So they're delicious and fresh.
All right.
So we'll start with just our peas, about 8 ounces of peas, and then a couple handfuls of arugula. This just brings a nice peppery, bright flavor. And then the herbs today, we have some parsley, tarragon, mint, basil, oregano, whatever you have, anything that you particularly like, add it in there.
Kind of like everything but the kitchen sink. We're all putting it in there.
And then our miso, it's a soybean paste, so just a couple ounces of that. Okay. And then some olive oil, a couple tablespoons. Just bind that together. And then a pinch of salt.
Okay.
And then a little secret ingredient is a pat of butter.
Oh.
This is used to keep it nice and green. So it's not necessarily adding much flavor, but it keeps the greenness of all of the vegetables.
Yeah, you go to all this hard work, you don't want to start looking
just
not as desirable.
It falls flat. So the pat of butter and then some lemon zest.
Okay. Yeah, and that really adds to the fresh flavor too.
So you'll just throw that in there. Yes, nice and bright. And some fresh squeezed lemon juice.
All right. There we go.
All right.
Okay. And then, and then you want to probably use a food processor just to really get it.
Right. So you just throw it in there and it'll mix it up however much you'd like. If you like it chunky, if you want it a little bit smoother, then do as you please.
Okay, there we go.
All right. And there you have it. So you have this nice, beautiful, fresh, green hummus. And so we have a couple things we can do here with it. We have just your typical crudité. You can serve just with some nice cut vegetables.
Yeah, so the classic hummus and veggies.
And then maybe a little bruschetta. This is a nice grilled naan.
Oh, awesome.
And then also, a different idea to try is a beautiful ravioli or pasta.
Wow, I've never thought about using that.
Just put this over here and you'll have nice, fresh. The only thing else that was on here so far was a little olive oil.
Okay.
And then you can top it all with, again, just some fresh herbs to brighten everything up. Maybe some fresh radish.
If you're kind of tired of your normal hummus routine, try this out. This is awesome.
It's beautiful and fresh. So enjoy.
All right, thanks for sharing your bountiful garden with us today.
Of course.
Okay, thanks. All right, we've been checking in with Walking Mountains. We're going to learn about the photography exhibit that had been done by Todd Winslow Pierce, who's a local here. Mackenzie joins us as well. So let's take it out to Charli, who's been braving the cold all morning long. All right, Charli, take it away.
It's not even cold, Tricia. It's just chilly. It's actually 30 degrees now, so we're warming up. The sun is creeping over here, so it's fine. But I'm here at Walking Mountain Science Center in Avon. It's the Avon Tang campus, just behind the Medical Center in Avon. And I'm here with Todd Winslow Pierce and Mackenzie Koffenberger this morning. And hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's slightly chilly, but that doesn't keep us away, right? So, Todd, please tell us about what we have going on. We've got some gorgeous displays on display today.
Yeah, thank you for coming out today. So this is a photo exhibit that's the first public exhibition of the Eagle Valley Wild Project, which is a conservation photo project that I founded with my partner Kate Morris a couple of years ago. And we're just excited to have our first public viewing of some of the imagery with informative captions. And all of the exhibits are sprinkled around this beautiful campus. So it's a really great place to come see some of the work. It's kind of a cross-section of what we have and learn some things about our land, water, and wildlife that you may not have known.
Gorgeous images. I mean, is this all of your photography?
Yes, it's all of my work. And again, this is just a cross-section of a much bigger project of conservation photography, using that as a effective tool to advance conservation efforts and organizations in our area. So.
Okay, that's fantastic. And tell us, how many images do you have on display?
There are 15 on the campus right now. Okay. And then, of course, on the website, eaglevalleywild.org, we have galleries of various subjects and topics. And that's where our partners can access a much larger visual database of photographs and video clips that they can use free of charge for conservation efforts.
Amazing. Yeah. I mean, we're so lucky to have your images on display here. And are they all local, taken around the local area?
Yes, so all of the imagery is Eagle County specific.
Okay.
And, you know, for now we may branch out later, but right now this is the most important thing to focus on, is our valley right here.
Beautiful. I mean, and the public can come and view these for free, is that right?
Yeah, they are free open to the public for free until the end of October. And it's really special right now because every day the leaves are changing just a little bit.
Yeah.
So every time you come and see the photographs, it's completely different. It's a wonderful experience for families, schools, trips, anything like that. If you're in the area, you get to experience places that you might not have seen before through Todd's photography, or appreciate where you've been before also.
Yeah, I mean, what a fantastic location. And just to have these images, I'm not sure if you can see them around behind us, but they are just scattered throughout the grounds here at Walking Mountain Science. So you can stroll with the family, walk around, check out these 15 images. And so tell us, what is the best thing about having these images on display outside to you? What do you think?
Well, I think as opposed to an inside gallery with white walls and, you know,
yes.
A predictable lighting source, what happens here is that your experience changes during the time of day. And also, as the seasons change, the context of the photographs changes in relation to the background. And we're finding kind of an unexpected, surprising experience with that. And not only that, but as you're walking through the gallery, so to speak,
Yes.
you're actually in nature, and it's subconsciously affecting your experience in a positive way.
It's absolutely unbelievable. I've never experienced sort of a gallery setting like this outside. I mean, who came up with this idea?
Yeah, we but
Yeah.
outdoor exhibits have we've never had one in the Vail Bay that I've known of. Most of them have been in urban environments, parks and plazas and stuff. So we had to kind of reinvent the exhibit and make sure that we could install it in a very organic place and not in a flat park.
Absolutely, and I think you're right in what you said. You know, the background and the changing of the colors, it really adds to that experience. So it's such a unique experience for sure. And Mackenzie, is there any other events that we should know about going on here?
At Walkie Mountains, we have a few wonderful events coming up. Even tomorrow is the science behind pickling. You can come and pickle, and you leave with a couple jars. So we have a new Science Behind series that are coming out this winter. But other than that, we have our hikes that are going for the fall series right now to go see the colors. And you can start here at campus also for a nature walk every day at 2. So you actually get to walk the nature walk, hear about nature from our naturalists, and view Todd's photographs. So you get all the best of both worlds right now. So
I think it's a great time to come on down. It's at the Avon Town campus here in Avon at the Walking Mountain Science Center. Thank you, Todd, so much for your photography, and Mackenzie for filling us in on all the great things you have to offer. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah, thanks so much, Todd. And Todd, I know that your work was really instrumental in helping the Eagle Valley Land Trust secure the Sweetwater Lake conservation efforts. So thanks so much for what you're doing with your talents. And Mackenzie, that pickling, that sounds fun on Wednesday. If we've got, our bountiful garden, we got to figure out something to do with it, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I know we have some tickets left, so they're going to sell out really quickly. So if you're interested, reserve online at walkingmountains.org.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, you guys. Yeah, Walking Mountains, that Avon campus is where you can see the Todd Winslow Pierce photography displayed. And it's just a great amenity that we have in our valley. And that will be here for a few more weeks through the end of October. So we've got a quick commercial break. Then we're going to come back with more Vail Daily Live. Stay tuned.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Flowers are fighters. That's why the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of them. Because flowers find a way to break through. Just like we will. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
Time now for your Lens of the Day, brought to you by Eyepieces, the Art Division. I thought I'd bring out the Tom Browns today. This is the TB 808. Super cool and very, very lightweight. And it's because they're using their Japanese titanium for the frame. And it makes it not only lightweight, but it's still going to be durable, which is, of course, what you want when you're getting your eyeglasses and your sunglasses. It has a flat mirrored lens, so kind of a different look instead of the curved. And these awesome little metal side shields. So kind of that glacier glasses. You remember those with the little leather on the side? But what's neat is that they move and are removable. So once you fold up the glasses, they're not going to get in the way. So Tom Brown, they thought of everything for this. It's a really fashion forward frame. I love kind of the blue color that they have for the lens. But these can be found at Eyepieces, and they have several locations throughout Vail Village, Lion's Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, and even over in Snowmass, over in Summit County. So check out the Tom Browns if you're going to be interested in some eyewear, especially sunglasses. And we're going to need plenty of sunshine for today because we've got sun in the forecast for not only today, but the rest of the week. So it'll warm up. It'll warm up slightly as we get through the day, probably topping out into the 60s and maybe the low 70s in the lower elevations west of here, down in Eagle and Gypsum. But we're going to take it to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to give you some deals that you won't want to miss on your Tuesday. All right, it's time now for your VDL picks before we leave you for the morning. Here's what we found in today's Vail Daily. We've given you the headlines. We've told you about some of the events and activities you can do, but now you want to get some deals. So here's what's going on at the Red Line for today, for Tuesday. First of all, they open up at 11 for your lunch, and then they're open all the way through for dinner this evening and even serve a little late night, which is good to know. But if you're looking for the Italian chicken wrap, a spicy crispy chicken sandwich, barbecue sliders, they're going to have it all for you today. And Andy Seifert will be playing music from 6 to 10 p.m. And Tuesday means tacos. And this is Taco Tuesday at Agave from 4 to 9 p.m. So $1.50 crispy beef or chicken tacos. $2 will get you carne asada tacos. And that is going to be over at Agave and Avon. Fiestas down in Edwards. They're going to be doing a happy hour, or hey, bring your dog. Call Yappy Hour. They're going to be doing this from 3 to 6, and they're going to have $5 tecate and margaritas, $4 enchiladas, nachos, tacos, and more. Check it out at Fiestas in Edwards. And the Crazy Tuesdays are happening at the Thrifty store in Edwards. They do fun deals every Tuesday, so you got to stay tuned. Stop on in, say what's the deal today, and they will let you know what's happening for your Tuesday. And then unlimited bowling, we've got that on Tuesdays, open to close. So you can head out there. It's only $16 per person, includes your shoe rental, no reservations. You can check it out, thebackbowl.com in Eagle for more deals. Those are your Tuesday deals. Don't miss them if you're looking for something fun to do or a place to go and grab a bite to eat, or even that Yappy Hour. You're going to find it on your Tuesday. You can find those deals in the Vail Daily, so make sure you pick up your Vail Daily copy in newspaper dispensers all throughout the valley, and grab today's paper for Tuesday, the 21st, the last day of summer. Tomorrow we kick off fall with the autumnal equinox tomorrow on September 22nd. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching Vail Daily Live.